lot of materials inside are plastic. Like example, the AC vent that you adjust. If you apply a lot of pressure, the knob, the part that is in between, it broke once. Insurance vendor keeps changing. When I try to renew with Hyundai, some of the things maybe are not covered. One thing I noticed in MG, maybe this has come in Hyundai, I don't know, is the side cameras as well.
ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆಮ್ ಆದ್ಮಿ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಚಾನೆಲ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ವಿಡಿಯೋಗೆ ಕಾಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಅವಳು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ.
Hey guys, today we have special guests. We have a family with us and they are going to talk about their Creta. Saket, thank you very much for coming onto this channel. And
Thanks for the opportunity, Imran.
Thank you.
So, tell us or tell the viewers about yourselves, both of you.
My name is Saket. I'm 31 years old. I work as a salesperson in an IT company. This is my wife, Pavitra.
Hi, my name is Pavitra. So, I was in IT, I just quit and I'm a DJ, full-time DJ.
Yeah. By the way, if you are in Bangalore, you can come join.
Yes,
Pavitra
do come to my
DJ
gigs.
stuff. Okay, so today let's talk about your Creta.
Creta, Sarita.
So which version is this? How much did you pay for it? And when did you buy it?
Yeah, this is a 2020 Creta SXO Turbo. Yeah, this is petrol based.
Automatic,
and,
right?
Automatic, yes. I think we paid around 22 lakhs on road, including.
So the price was not that different. I mean, still it's the same only, right?
I think it's more now, isn't it?
Must have gone up by maybe a lakh,
20, I guess.
a lakh or so. But yeah, this was the top end variant, so SXO Turbo petrol.
Okay.
About 22-ish on road.
So how much you have driven it so far?
So right now we are at
48,000, I think.
49,000 kilometers.
49,000. That's a lot of kilometers. Lot of kilometers you have clocked. Okay, but it doesn't look like you have driven like 50 kilometers or 50k kilometers.
It does, like if you'll notice the few scratches here and there.
No, I mean just scratches. Now, like I cannot really make out a lot of difference or changes or damages on the car, right? You kept it pretty clean. You both drive this car, or
Yes.
is it just you like me, or how is it?
No, we both drive the car.
Okay,
Initially it was only me, but later I got a bit.
great. So you started driving recently.
Not really, but he wasn't very comfortable with my driving, so he used to just sit like what is she doing? How is she driving? Is she driving well? He used to just say, go straight, take this, do this.
Yeah, I can understand.
He used to get paranoid, but right now he just takes a back seat, he'll just take a pillow and he'll just sleep off when I'm driving.
Yeah. I decided to be a passenger princess. For all guys watching this, please do that every now and then. You deserve it.
Good. So, why did you choose Creta over any other car? I mean, there were a lot of options you had, right?
Yeah,
Back in
I think back in 2020, the options we were evaluating were Creta, and there was an equivalent in Kia. Seltos, yeah, I don't know the exact model number. And then we were also trying to evaluate MG Hector, the 2020 MG Hector, which was a 5-seater MG Hector. So we did take a test drive on Kia, but for us personally, I think Kia and Creta felt the same. The only deciding factor by my wife here is that Kia had a electric sunroof.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And the Creta variant has a panoramic sunroof.
Is
So
that the
was,
same problem? I mean, in every household, I had the same.
I don't know. I can only speak for myself, guys.
Okay.
But
Oh, by the way, why do you need a panoramic sunroof?
It feels nice when I'm driving. I mean, I just like to keep it open and the entire glass is open and it looks really nice and you feel like, okay, yeah, I'm driving a good car.
Okay.
So I definitely like that than the electric sunroof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The smaller one.
we haven't used the sunroof that often, so I think except the
I think
first
that's
1
the
month.
case with most of the cars. We buy cars. I mean, I have a sunroof. The other day she was saying, okay, it's been a long time we opened the sunroof.
Yeah. So we do it out of habit every now and then that, okay, we do have a sunroof, let's use it.
Yeah.
So,
We just remind ourselves.
and I think also the other important factor was, I think in 2020 Kia was new in the Indian market. So we wanted to go with a bit more reliable brand like Hyundai, because we really liked MG as well, but back then there weren't
Yeah,
many
MG was
service
pretty new at
centers.
that time as well.
Pretty new, and I think the wait time was about 3 months for I don't know what was that MG variant, 2021. It was a 5-seater one.
So
the
I guess
viewers
the
might know.
the similar version to Creta is Aster
Could
and
be,
Hector.
yes.
Yeah.
Hector. Yes. you're
Hector,
right. It
yeah,
was
we were
Hector.
actually evaluating Hector.
Yeah.
Great.
So
Okay. All right. So how has your experience been so far? You have driven 50k kilometers already. So you must have had a lot of experiences that you can share with the audience.
yeah, I mean, I can show you a few things inside. But,
Okay. We'll go there
Sure.
when we talk about
So this variant of Creta has about 6 drive modes, right? So you have the economy mode, which you would use for inside the city if you're a bit fuel conscious and want a better mileage.
but it's turbo version, so you don't get mileage in city anyway.
Yeah, I
That's a
think
fair
in
point.
city it is like what, 8?
You still get
Yeah.
more than me, by the way. Then.
Oh, is it?
About 9, 10
Yeah.
is what we get on
Yeah,
an
but
average.
in highways it's really, really good. I think there was one time where I saw it was 19.
Okay.
So I was like, wow, this is really good. But when we just come back to city, it is again just going back to 9 or 8.
Yeah. But realistically, if you're on the highway at 50,000 kilometers after 4 years, you can expect between 15 to 16. After this point that the engine has settled in and, been tuned. But yeah, there are about, 6 drive modes. You have eco, comfort, and you have turbo.
And mud.
And then,
Sorry, it's sand.
yeah, there is also mud, snow, sand, there are which I don't use very often. So for, I would say for a city drive, comfort is more than enough to take you, at least within the city where there is a lot of moving traffic. But the driving experience has been great, no complaints there. This is an automatic one, so it makes it a little more easier in terms of not having to change gears.
There was one recently. So when I was driving to Mysore, so while coming back in the highway, the steering was very unstable. Like I could not go beyond 80 or 100. Like it was just like shaking a lot, and then I could actually feel that it is just okay. It's not just right at all. So we had to just get it fixed, that one, and then.
So probably was a balancing issue. Or
I
something?
think
Could
so,
be a
yeah.
wheel balancing issue, but come on, guys, don't drive beyond 120. I
Yeah,
don't think
you were
need
driving
to.
more than 120 on Bangalore.
No, not 120.
Yeah,
Just
but I think regardless, you will experience. I think if you go beyond 120, 125, there'll be a
that's
light
true.
turbulence that you'll experience. But otherwise, no complaints on the drive part.
Okay, so when you were considering Creta, what were the main priorities that you had in your mind? Like safety, like mileage, the looks and design, anything specific? Okay, I know she likes sunroof, the big sunroof, but other than that, what
Yeah.
were the top priorities you had?
So I think first we wanted to go with a reliable brand, which was Hyundai at the time. I was a big fan of the 2018-2019 Creta that had a different look.
Yeah.
So for me, because I was so used to that particular Creta, this whole front look, if you see here, this took a bit of time
Right.
for
Yeah,
me
he
to
kept complaining
get adjusted to this front part,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I was so used to the older one, I was like, "ये क्या नया design बना दिया है?" But then eventually this grows on you. So
Yeah,
I really
it
like the
did
design.
grow on everyone.
Yeah,
Initially, when it started, people did not like new Creta design.
yeah.
But then by the end, like they started with night edition and all, and it looked pretty good. Black, complete black with the same design.
Yeah, and I think the newer one, the 2023, 24 model,
Yeah.
that is even more sleek. I really love the headlights on that. But yeah, I think the looks was definitely one. We always wanted a top model because
Sorry, Jet interrupted us.
No,
so you
that's
were
okay.
talking about
the brand was one, like I said, and we always wanted a top model so that we have all the safety features like airbags, 6 airbags,
I influenced him saying that, you know what, we are going for Hyundai cars and I want Creta. So I was always a fan of Creta, and yeah, for me the main thing is, so we had Renault Kwid before. It was a very small car, and our concern was like we keep traveling like outside Bangalore. So we need more safe cars, like, you know, the body.
And more of a family car.
Family car, yeah. Yeah.
We wanted to take our family.
Yeah.
By the way, for you watching, it is a 5-seater car, but it is a lot of skinny people. 6'10" fit. But I would not recommend 6 people for a long drive.
I think 5 is the.
If you have kids, of course, 6 should see it. But it's a very comfortable car for a sort of a family drive or a family.
Okay, so we had to come inside because it started to rain now. So, okay, let's talk about your interior.
So let's start with the most favorite one, guys. As
Okay.
usual, that my wife
The
likes.
big sunroof, right?
The big sunroof. Again, when I say big, it opens only till here. So
Right.
you know, but this part slides all the way back. I can't open it now because it'll start raining.
Correct.
But yeah, this is a panoramic roof experience.
And there is Neha, happy birthday. Bobby.
Yes.
Couple of things that I can show you here is, again, this is I don't know how many inches, but
This is about 12 inches, I think. I don't know.
yeah, 12 inches touchscreen. You can control your CarPlay, all your different settings. You have the default inbuilt map that you can use, and all of your settings around sound and display, and this is what I was talking about. You can control the sound
Right.
to play at a particular section of the car. I think this is something that's pretty cool because sometimes you're the only one who's driving, right?
Yeah.
And the other people are sleeping, so you can keep the volume adjusted just to your side if that's needed. You can always bring it back to normal. The rest of it is some DJ stuff that I don't know, but you can basically control bass, treble, mids, so on and so forth. So pretty standard. The touch is pretty smooth, as you can see. There's a bit of a lag, but it's not something to complain about.
Yeah, I think they have
Pretty okay.
improved a lot in the new generation. So
Yeah,
I know you like the new generation a lot.
yeah.
So
The new
what are the
Creta is
things? I
nice.
mean, have you looked into it inside in the new generation?
No, I have not had a chance to look.
What are the things that are attracting you primarily?
Yeah, I think the new Creta has a very good exterior design. I don't know about the interiors, especially the headlights, and I think this is a theme that they've pushed across all of their cars.
Where do you primarily use this car? I mean, in vacations, do you go only on long
Yeah,
drives
I
or-
think city mostly, office, home, and then long drives here and there.
So city, like, okay, every day around 20-30 kilometers?
Yeah, up and down. Yeah, 20,
Yeah, and the
30
mileage you get
kilometers.
usually around 8-9.
Around 10.
10.
Yeah, 10 on an average, and again you can track all of that from your odometer right in front. There's also cruise control that's available here, where you can increase and decrease the speed with the volume buttons itself. So you set a cruise at 100. If you just want to increase it, you can do that as well. Above 80 BS6 engine, it'll start beeping that you're going too fast, and above 120 it starts beeping continuously.
Continuously, correct.
So yeah, I think that's a BS6 thing, not something specific to Creta.
Yeah.
And couple of more things is, one of the things I like is there is inbuilt seat cooler here. So I'm not sure if you're able to see this, but with this button you can actually cool your back. This is only available for the front 2 seats. So you can actually use this to increase your cooling, and you can always reduce it if needed. So this was, I think, if I recall, available only in the top version.
Right.
It's
And also
extremely
the
helpful.
Air
Yeah.
purifier.
There's also an air purifier, and you can see the AQI right on the screen itself. So the lower the AQI, the better the quality of your car.
Right.
But the seat cooler is extremely helpful when you're on a long drive, and if you're generally a very sweaty person, this keeps your back pretty cool.
Right.
So that's something I like, and all of the traction modes can be controlled from here.
If you have to mention, let's say, a few things, negatives about your car that
Yeah.
you want to improve,
Yeah.
or you want Hyundai to improve, or you want your next car to have. What are the
Yeah,
things?
the first thing that comes to my mind is a lot of materials inside are plastic. Like example, the AC vent that you adjust. If you apply a lot of pressure, the knob, the part that is in between, it broke once.
Oh, it broke?
And I wouldn't expect it to be that delicate, quite frankly. A lot of materials inside are
And
based
even
out of
the
plastic.
lighting, this thing that has to be a little stronger is what I believe. It
Yeah.
came off
Yeah.
twice, I think, for us.
Especially the gear knob for the automatic part, the whole panel is plastic. So there's a lot of scratches that are there inside, and there's a lot of stains that are not going even after you wash. So maybe you could make the interiors a little more rugged, not use plastic everywhere.
I don't think they have done that in the new.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it is in the new variant.
It's almost similar.
It's almost similar. Yeah. And then, yeah, I told you the post-service experience, not the service part. Service is great, but yeah, just tone down on the feedback. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be a
That's
major
that part.
problem, isn't it?
And I don't know, again, I think most of these are specific to a lot of cars. Like, for example, insurance vendor keeps changing, right? So when I first bought the car, I think the first 3 years or something were covered. Or no, I don't know if it was 3 years or 1 year. But every year the vendor changes. And when I try to renew with Hyundai, some of the things maybe are not covered from the previous one. Third party, first party. I'm not an expert in this, but I don't know why the vendor keeps changing often. This could be with other cars as well. But that is one thing. But I think if you're, just looking for a family car, spacious car, an SUV with a trusted brand, I think you can't go wrong with Creta. Creta
How
has
about
been
you?
ever been. But yeah, it's my opinion.
How about you?
He's a fan of MG now.
MG. Okay.
I just did drive MG very recently and I just actually fell in love with it.
Why? This has better power, more power than MG.
I don't know. I actually did drive both the cars in highway. Maybe one of the reason was the steering was not very, stable also for me that day, and I was driving MG also, so I kind of liked MG. But yeah, any day, Hyundai Creta is something that I would just go back and buy it again.
That raises the next question. Again means, if you want to upgrade, do you want to upgrade to new Creta or something
Yeah,
else?
I think the new Creta has a better look than this.
I mean, there are other options though.
What the other one is, which is
Seltos, MG Hector, Tata, if you like,
the
Mahindra,
the Tata
Scorpio.
has really good. They're best for the body actually. They have the best crash consistent this thing. But I think deep
Creta?
down it's just Creta for me any day.
And you?
Yeah, I think, one of the things I like about MG, and maybe this has come in Hyundai, I don't know. Some people get annoyed by 360-degree camera, right? Because even the front starts beeping when you are in traffic and it can get annoying. But one thing I noticed in MG, maybe this has come in Hyundai, I don't know, is the side cameras as well. So, especially when you're in a narrow road,
Is there in Kia, Seltos?
this might be in Kia, yes. Especially if you're in a narrow road where, there's a blind spot, you're not able to see the left part of your car. I think that camera really captures the distance between you and the vehicle. So that would be a good feature if not already, if Hyundai can actually bring it.
Yeah, I think the front camera also where this has
Front,
only
I think you can skip the
back.
front camera in my opinion. And also the front sensor. Maybe the front sensor could be helpful in few scenarios where you're not able to see.
for few of the things it's helpful.
But the sides, especially because I'm a person who I've been driving for a long time, but if there is a turn that I'm not confident, I always tell her, can you look a bit on the left so that we're not touching.
Yeah, that's
So that sort of side cameras would be nice from
Yeah.
Hyundai. Yeah.
But next car would be Creta.
Creta, absolutely.
Both of you are on the same page.
I don't know.
Okay,
I
great.
think she's lying for the viewers, but I would definitely go with. Creta.
I mean, yeah, I would-
It's reliable. It's known. It's a comfort car. Not everyone has that perspective, but
I don't
think
mind
I'm there.
MG also actually now to explore
yeah.
because
No, MG has improved a lot.
yeah.
And they have better build quality.
Yeah. The only thing I feel about MG is the service centers. There are not
Less.
as many as Hyundai. That's one of the reason we actually avoided
But
buying
they would have
MG also.
increased. By
Yeah,
now,
they have
I think.
increased a lot, but it's
From
still not
2020.
to the level of Hyundai or Maruti or Kia.
And I think Kia and Hyundai are sort of sister brands, if I'm not
sister
wrong.
brands,
So,
correct. Cool. Okay. Any suggestion for the future Creta buyer? Anything that you want to recommend
yeah, you can never go wrong with Creta. I can assure you that.
with flashing the lights?
Yes.
No, it's a. I think the term that I would use is it's a really nice car. Nice. No, it's very nice for you to have. If you're looking for an SUV that has the looks, that also has, that is also spacious, and see, there are a couple of performance issues every now and then, but I think that's with any car. So Hyundai is always reliable, but please
But I
do
think
not call me after
Do
your
not
service.
call for
being a
feedback.
Bangalorean, I feel like buying the Creta or Seltos or any of the MG cars, right? The only thing I feel is the biggest problem is the parking. So
Yeah.
maybe like future,
So if you take MG Hector, you'll struggle even more.
yeah, I mean that's what I mentioned, like all the big cars. So probably like a small cars for Bangalore would do really good.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆಮ್ ಆದ್ಮಿ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ವಿಡಿಯೋಗೆ ಕಾಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಅವಳು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. But
Thank
thank
you
you so
guys.
much, Imran.
Thank you,
It was a pleasure doing
Yeah, it was
this with you.